Master Spy, the Robert Hanssen story, was released in 2002. This is directed by Lawrence Schiller, written by Norman Mailer, and we have a cast including William Hurt, David Strathairn, Mary-Louise. We have Peter Boyle. It's because of Peter Boyle that I became aware of this and decided to watch this. And I wasn't sure if I'd enjoy this or even follow it because it's detailing something I know nothing about, and I'll talk about that in a moment. But I have to say, while I'm not going to say it's one of those films where I'm really glad I had a reason to watch it, the reason, of course, being Peter Boyle, I didn't mind it. And it taught me something. Probably taught me quite a few things. So all things considered, I'm relatively happy, but take everything I'm saying with a pinch of salt because I don't really know what I'm talking about other than the education the film has given me. This is about Robert Hanssen, who was, well, as the title suggests, a master spy, and the FBI trying to find the spy for the Soviet Union within themselves, and obviously what Robert Hanssen was doing, and ultimately how that played out. And I have no idea how accurate this is to the true story or to the way things unfolded, so I cannot say whether this feels believable or not. I have no authority on that at all, and that means, again, take everything I'm saying with a pinch of salt. If you have any thoughts on that, if you are quite knowledgeable about this, I'd love to know what you think of it. But for me, everything flowed well, everything made sense within the context of the film, and I obviously learned about Robert Hanssen. I don't believe I'd ever heard of him before, so that gave me a bit of an education. But that being said, I didn't find it to be the most entertaining narrative. There were scenes here and there that I thought were quite fascinating, that were really compelling, but for me there was also a lot of dryness, a lot of slowness. But I am willing to admit that that might be my fault. If I had more background knowledge, if I knew basically anything else about the workings of the FBI, maybe I would have got more from those scenes. So I can't say for certain that those scenes were quite dry and slow because of me 100%. But again, that's worth bearing in mind. It might not be the film's fault, but it could be. Who knows? The performances were very good. I don't know how realistic the characters were to the true individuals, but the characters in the film seemed well written. We had some quite powerful performances, and in general, I didn't mind it. Absolutely, there will be things in this that went completely over my head. There were things in this that certainly didn't mean anything to me, and that's not the film's fault at all. But going into it with zero knowledge of anything that was going on in this film, basically, I did worry, would I be able to follow it? And for the most part, I could. Yes, there were things that probably didn't mean anything to me, but I never felt like I was lost. I never felt like I needed a lot more information to grasp what was happening. So if, like me, you have a reason to watch this, for example, somebody in the cast, but you're not sure if you'll be able to follow it, it is watchable. It absolutely is watchable. But obviously, if you have more knowledge, I think you'll get a lot more out of it. Feel free to corroborate that if that is your situation. So I do recommend it. I will say that if you're interested in the topic, or if it's anybody in the cast you're interested in, then Master Spy, the Robert Hanssen story, might be worth watching. But take that with a pinch of salt, because I might say otherwise if I had more background knowledge. But I didn't think it was too bad. Ultimately, an interesting enough story. It taught me quite a bit. I'm sure if I were to watch it again, I'd learn even more, but I'm probably never going to watch it a second time. But that being said, if you're curious, check it out. I didn't think the experience was too bad.